Hi guys, this is Patricia from Yarny Cat Crochet, and this is Wooblin Wednesday. Woo! So you guys picked Hugo. You guys are going to be seeing this on next Wednesday, which I'm filming is on the Thursday of the week that I was off, but you won't see it until the Wednesday of next week. So I've got a lot of things that would be several videos if I filmed them separately, but I'm finding more and more that I just want to make one and get it over with. I have another video that you guys might have already saw on Monday, but I'm not finished with that project yet. So I'm just filming when I can to get next week all set up so that I'll have a little bit more, time to get the next week done. Like I'll be a week ahead on all my videos, which will help me out tremendously. And anyway, I went to Hobby Lobby. This is all one video. It's Wooblin Wednesday with everything else added to it. It's the whole kit and caboodle. So I went to Hobby Lobby with my husband the week before last, which will be 2 weeks till you all get to see it. But anyway, and I got this really cool nativity. It's made out of thin, like balsa, not balsa, well, it could be balsa, I'm not sure, but it's very thin wood. And it's got, the wise men, Mary and Joseph, baby Jesus and the shepherd, and Bethlehem's behind that. And you see the North Star on top of the building, and you might hear my dog start to drink water because she does that every time I'm filming. But anyway, and then all the like wintry snow scene it looks like above, which there was no snow in Bethlehem, but anyway, it's still pretty. And I'm thinking about putting some lights in it so that it'll light up a bit in there, because it's kind of dark back in here. I don't know what they were thinking. They should have put some like a hole in the Bethlehem scene, because you see the Bethlehem. They should have put a hole right here so that the natural light could have went through to the manger scene. But anyway, that's at Hobby Lobby. I got it for 50% off. I don't know if I showed you guys this or not, but I don't think I did. And I think I made a video. That's why I'm confused. I think I made a video of my books and everything I got, and I deleted it before I uploaded it. So, so if you're seeing this twice, then I apologize. But anyway, and then he took me to Books A Million, and I got these two books. This one I've already finished. I finished it like I started the day, and by the time I went to bed, I finished it. It was that good. She's a very good author if you like murder mysteries, and the ones that are closer to CSI than they are, say, Columbo or who is that other lady? Agatha Christie's Murder, She Wrote. They're closer to the CSI version than the other ones, but really, really good writer. I go to the library all the time and get her books. This time I bought her book because it was $3.97 at the Books A Million. I always go check out the discount books. And then I got this one also discounted. It was $7.97. And Joanne Fluke, if you like the baking murder mysteries, there's like a cookie one, a cupcake one. There's different ones. It's a whole genre of murder mysteries. And this one, she bakes. She has a bake shop. And this lady is funny. She's so funny. And it's fairly clean. And I find it good funny, but not so funny that it's ridiculous to me. Because if you guys remember back to the Halloween books the Halloween murder mystery book that I got, I couldn't even finish that one. It was just the person was so goofy that I just can't handle it. I can't handle somebody that's just goofy all the time. I like goofy. I like to kid around with my friends, and we laugh and we cut up. But when it's 24/7, I can't handle it. And that book was from the first page till I made it about 1, 2, 3 chapters in, and I was like, I can't finish this. And that's not me. I usually finish a book regardless, but I couldn't finish that one. And the other 2 books were Heather Graham books, the same author as this one. And I finished all those, and those were really good. I recommend her books, Heather Graham and Joanne Fluke. She's pretty good. And you all know, if you've been with me for very long, that I like Kathy Reichs, the creator of the books that they based the Bones series on TV. Okay, so we got those things. And then while we were out, we went to Walmart, and we got the gingerbread man Wooble. It's so cute. I'm gonna die. I just love it so much. I made a short about it. You guys might have already seen the short. But I want to show you the crochet hook while we're talking about it. I was gonna do this in several videos, like I said earlier. No, it's not food, baby. It's not food. Look. Yeah, see? It says gingerbread, but it's not food. You want to smell the hook too? Okay, it's not food. They're not even scented, although I think they should scent them. It would be fun. Back up. Back up, go see Dad, please. Mom's talking. But it's got the little gingerbread man on there. And what's his name? Ted. It's got the little gingerbread man on there and candy canes, and it's just, cute all the way around. That's mainly why we get these kits. Just a little window into us. We like the hooks. But anyway, they know that. That's why they put them in there. I blame it all on them. Okay, so I went out and got that, and my husband was like, don't you, is that all that you're getting? And I'm like, yeah, get me out of here. Because I would have given it the slightest provocation, I would have took them off. But anyway, and then when I got home, this was on the porch. It is it's not food, I swear. Goodness, you're gonna make everybody laugh. This is the sweater weather bundle, and it comes with the mama bird. And the reason why I feel like I've told you this already before is because I filmed it, but then it got deleted. So I'm pretty sure you guys haven't seen these except for through a picture that I've sent you before. But anyway, it's the mama bird, the baby bird, isn't it cute? And the sweaters. And I will put the picture of them in the sweaters from the website on the screen. You should be seeing it at any point there. And it's got the mama sweater and the baby sweater. Although that looks like a tank top, it's the baby sweater. Because he's so short, Harley, just a minute, Daddy will take you out. Harley. You're going to hear her licking. But anyway. Harley, go see Dad, please. Go see Dad. So that's the sweater to that. I swear. Oh yeah, that's the mama bird. Okay. And the hook to that is just a blue hook, and it says Tori, which is the name for birds. So it's like bird. But anyway, Tori is the bird's name. In the book, they have, as a matter of fact, Ranee made one of them. They have Dai and Ski, but it looks like Suki, but it's Ski, pronounced in Japanese, and it's you're supposed to put them together because they're lovebirds, and it's Daisuki, which means I love you. But it looks like Daisuki, but that's not how you pronounce it. But anyway, they call the birds Tori. Anyway, So, and then another day, well, here, let me save that one as an opening for another video. I got some special yarn. So that'll be another video tomorrow. Or sometime the week you're watching this Wooblin Wednesday. I don't know what day it'll be. But I'm going to film it tomorrow. But anyway, so you guys voted for Hugo. I don't want to make this video long because my husband's waiting to watch the television and I'm in the living room. But so you guys voted for Hugo. And this kit was awesome. I don't have, sorry, it's a little hard to open. This, you know, in the Woobles kits, they had the Woobly bits. Well, in this one, it's called the Cookie Crumbs, and it looks like a little cookie package, which I thought was adorable. And it came with a metal needle and 3 stitch markers. And it came with a thing to scan for the turtle pattern, and it came with, you know, their other kits. They have all these kits, which I want to do the pearl in the shell, and I want to do the koala, and of course if you get one of the bears, you have the pattern. So get the bear with, yeah, 2 of them have hearts, so just get one of them with the hearts, and you can do it with any colors, although you do have to buy the eyes, which are big and they're sparkly and they're gorgeous. But after you get one, you'd have the pattern and you could buy the eyes and make it, you know. But anyway, it has, you know, the thing to scan for the pattern. They don't put the patterns in there. I don't know why. Maybe they think people at the factory will take them or something. I don't know. But it has the thing to scan. You'd think they'd get free access to those if they work at the factory. But anyway, so are you ready to meet him? I did some modifications. Like me and Missi and Ranee, we modify everything. So, because there's just some things sometimes we don't like. And so we mod it to fit our preferences. And just so you know, you can use whatever yarn you want. You can use whatever... you could make adjustments to the patterns, make it your own. You know, you do you, and it's a way to discover your, you know, hone your skill, basically, and discover how to do things, and it makes you better. As a matter of fact, I feel like this Wooblin Wednesday has been a crash course in amigurumi for me, because I didn't really do amigurumi very much. There's a few things that I have made. My first make was real goofy. Not in the Woobles. It was a cat I made holding a pumpkin, and it was real. If I redid that today, I would do so much better. But, you know, your mind has to get open to things. As a matter of fact, your mind stops you from doing a lot of things. Sorry, my husband was sniffling and he messed me up. But anyway, your mind makes you think you can't do things if you think you can't do them. And then once you've done it, it opens your mind to so many other possibilities. And so somebody one day sent me a pattern out of a book, and she's an awesome friend of mine, and I would mention who it was, but she sent me a pattern out of a book. So I won't do that. But just trust me, it was for a good reason. She knew I could do it, but I didn't know I could do it. And so she sent me that one that she thought I'd be able to do, and I did. And I've been able to read patterns ever since my mind got unblocked to the fact that I just couldn't do patterns. I couldn't understand them. And so from there, it's just blossomed. And now I can read patterns, and I wrote a pattern, which you guys will get to see or have already saw. We'll just leave it at that, because I don't want to, in case I didn't get it filmed before this video, I don't want to ruin it. But anyway, so you just got, your mind has to be open. So anyway, I modified this turtle. I didn't want to make it long, and I made it long. By the way, my husband is the supplier of all the money, except for this kit, because my mom bought it for me, and a couple other kits. She's bought me a lot of kits, just put it that way. But he's the supplier of the yarn, and he's the supplier of the kits, and so we're a good team. He makes the money, and I spend it. I tell everybody I don't need to be left alone when I don't feel good with a card, because I will do some therapy shopping. We was talking about that just today. But anyway, it'll be a week ago when you guys finally get to hear it. But way back that day, we were talking about it. But anyway, so this is Hugo. Isn't he cute? He's so adorable. I love him so much. He has a shell. He has his little hat and a scarf. And so how he was, and his eyes, aren't those so cute? They're sparkly. They have huge eyes. I'm going to have to buy me some eyes off of Amazon. Oh, and he has his little tummy. See, on this, they made his back shell and his front shell like a backpack, like a piece of equipment that you would wear. See the straps? I don't know if you can see the straps. I hated that. I was like, no, that can't happen. And I'm not the only one, because I saw another person's channel who also did not do the backpack thing. I thought it looked cheesy. It's okay if you like it. It's, you make things for your preference. And I stuffed him really good too. He's not the hat. His hat comes off. I made the hat, no pattern. And I won't be doing a tutorial on that, because I don't really like to do them. But on things that I can do, I will. But anyway, and then I made his little scarf. Basically, his scarf was, you chain it to the length that you want. And I chain it to the length where he could have it tied, not really tied, but flipped over, kind of like a tie. And then I turned it, I chained one more than what I needed, and then I slip stitched into every stitch all the way back to the end, and then I wove in the ends, and that's how I made a scarf, because doing a single crochet made it too wide for me, for my preference. This made it more flexible, so it's just chain stitches, and then one more than what you need, and then slip stitch all the way to the end, and that made his little scarf there. And that's pretty much it on the modifications. I made the scarf and the hat out of my own pattern, and the little pom-pom that he's got on his head. And, there were more modifications to his body. And I did some stitching in here to cover some wider holes than what I needed, and it didn't look great. And so that's where the scarf came from. I just wanted to cover it up a little bit. But, and then I thought, well, he's got a scarf, he needs a hat. So I made him a little hat. But so in the pattern, when I followed the pattern, you see how round this guy is, by the way? I don't know how somebody got it that round. I followed the pattern, and he had a neck that was like one of those turtles that have the really long neck that they look funny. And it wasn't that long, but it was way longer. See his head, how close his head is to his body? That is not how the pattern worked out. I followed it. I took it apart. I redid it again. It was going to be really long neck. And so what I did was, there were some repeat rows, and I strategically didn't do some of them. There was also in the body and in the neck. There was a couple of just repeat rows that made it look stupid. So I made it closer to the proportions on here, although his head is way different. And it was different before. It wasn't round before when I was trying to do it. Trust me. Now, I don't think this was an AI. It's really hard to tell anymore. I mean, there's commercials on TV and my son goes, "Mom, that's AI." And I'm just like, well, he talks to me. I send him things and I think it's real. And he's like, commercials and stuff. And he says, that's AI, Mom. And he's not interested in anything AI, and neither am I. But these are the cookie box ones from Florida Deals in Sunrise, Florida. So at least the company sells from there. And I don't know if the stuff comes from there that they get. But anyway, and it did not seem like an AI pattern because I could follow it. And it had all the yarn. Oh, by the way, though, it had just enough to make everything. And that was with taking out the extra rows. So I would have needed yarn. You may not. You may crochet so tight that it won't be an issue for you. But anyway, but I like my version. I think he's adorable. I really love the shell. I'm going to forever keep that in mind when I do another turtle. I might have liked some, you know how turtle shells are with the extra pieces and things on there. I might have liked to do that, but this one's okay. He's okay just the way he is. And the arms and the legs. The only thing I did different was the legs were kind of loose. After I sewed them on at the joint, they were kind of floppy. I didn't want it to be, so I put a stitch through to the other side, and so they're closer to the body now, because he's just going to sit. He's not going to be like one of those ones that can, stand up or sit down. He's just going to be like this. So I think he's adorable. This is Hugo, and this has been 20-some minutes, so we're going to be getting off there while my dog is knocking everything into the floor. There's an avalanche over here. And there will be more videos, and thank you guys for sticking with me through the week that I didn't film. I put up a couple of shorts because, I don't want the channel to flounder. I just wanted to break. So, and I'm having a good break. I'm getting to spend time with my husband and taking my dog out a lot. She's fussing right now. She's doing everything she can to be fussy till my husband takes her out. So I got to get off here. And there's going to be a special Christmas present video, and you guys will see that shortly. And make sure you follow Ranee and Missi's channels for the Wooblin Wednesday and everybody else who's participating. And I haven't put about the badges that you can win in this particular video because it's went so long, but I'll put all the description in the description box, so you can go there to read it. Oh, and there should be some choices up here for you to vote for the next make, and please put your answer in the description box below. And I believe that's it. Y'all be a little joy bomb in your corner of the world today, sharing your craft, sharing your passion, sharing your joy. And if you can't do anything else while you're out and about running your errands, make sure to give somebody that you come across your best smile. He's got such a cute smile, because your smile might be just what they need to turn their day around. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.